Hello broskies and welcome back to another edition of Buy or Buy. And if you're new here, I'm Erkin and this is the life of a broski, where of course I bring you sneakers, a lifestyle, and more waffle than Captain Birdseye. So broskies, this is another sneaker from the Nike Naija pack. And today I am going to see if this has done one of my favorite sneakers justice. Now, of course, the other sneakers that have come out in this pack is the Air Max 95 and Air Force 1. And I will leave some cards at the end of this video to those reviews and some links in the description box. But in today's episode, I am reviewing the Nike Air Presto Naija. So broskies, as we have been doing, we are going to look at the box before we look at the sneaker. This is a retro box, of course. We've got the Presto bubbles here that we have on the midsole. On this side is the sizing and product code and information. Pine green, green strike, and black is the official colorway name. The sizing of this pack was very different to what I'm used to. Normally for me, it's of course numbered. And this is the medium size, which is meant to cover sizes UK 8 to 10. And of course, me being a size 9 UK, that covers this size. So that is what I went for. And we have alpha here and also there, and that is pretty much it with the box. Now, one thing I did find interesting, if you sit down please, is the Presto sticker here, and it has all the jargon with the Presto sneaker and what it was initially designed for, and also the panels it includes, the sizing, yada yada yada. And we have the trainers themselves. So going around this Nike Air Presto, it is pretty much a Presto sneaker, which is of course inspired by the Nigerian football jersey. Of course, on this stretchy mesh sleeve, there are all these different patterns and design in that pine green and green stripe combination. It really is like a sock-like fit on foot due to this breathable mesh on the upper, going to the midfoot in that translucent green that is responsible for the lacing. Of course, at the top of this tongue is that P for Presto with the Nike swoosh. Going to the back on the heel counter, there is again that TPU panel, which is attached to the midfoot cage. And at the back, we have that Naija branding. And just on top of that is that green and white pull tab. Now going to the midsole is very much your Presto design with the green Nike swooshes on the medial and lateral sides. And going to the toe guard is that TPU black translucent panel. Now going to the outsole, which is what I found really interesting, is every other colorway on this pack has had a black and green outsole, but this one has actually opted for that white and black contrast. And of course, we have that waffle-like traction panel all across this outsole that also has those separation lines, which is meant to help with impact reduction. So broskies, there you have it, the Nike Air Presto Naija. And you know what, I was a bit nervous to this Naija pack with the Presto, just because the Presto is one of my all-time favorite sneakers. And a few years ago, I think it was for my 23rd birthday, I got them as a present and I wore them for a good couple years. And because I wore them so much, I actually tore a hole in the upper. It's only until this year that Nike have re-released the Presto that you can even design your own on the website. And of course, a couple packs have come out. But I was just nervous to see what this pack would do with this sneaker. Now, I've got to admit, this is my least favorite sneaker out of the pack, but it doesn't mean that it is a bad sneaker. I just really like how they did the 95s and the Air Force 1. So broskies, when it comes to the pricing of this sneaker, it retails at £115. And if you are interested in getting a pair, I will leave some purchase links down below, so check out the description box. So when it comes to the fit and the sizing of this sneaker, I've got to say they fit true to size. And like I've mentioned, I went for the medium and it does cover the UK 8 to 10 and they fit just fine. Now when it comes to the comfort of the Air Presto, for me it is right up there. And this is pretty much a normal Presto in terms of comfort. Thankfully, it doesn't change anything. That sock-like feature on this sneaker, alongside that classic styling to the midsole. When it comes to comfort, it is amazing. The only thing I can nitpick at is that aggressive arch support on this Presto. And if you have flat feet or collapsed arches, that's just one thing to think about. So out of 10, I'm gonna give a solid 9. Now of course this sneaker, including that stretchy mesh sleeve, the breathability and ventilation is actually creme de la creme. It does give that Flyknit material a run for its money, and a great sneaker to work out in, and also one to wear in the summer. So again, I have to score it very highly. Out of 10, a solid 9. So broskies, this being one of my favorite Nike sneakers, is this Naija pack to the Air Presto a buy or a buy? Now this feeling like the classic Air Presto, especially on foot to the comfort and breathability, the only thing I can really talk about is of course the color, styling and design. Now this Nigerian inspired silhouette is one of the loudest packs I have ever seen to the Nike brand, and I've got to admit I am a fan. But this being my least favorite out of the pack, it just doesn't have that extra sauce that the Air Max 95 or the Air Force 1 had. So the only thing I can say that saves it for me is that it is a Presto. I just love how this sneaker feels on foot. I do like the translucent panels on this sneaker and the contrast between the greens and the blacks, and even that white outsole. So overall, for how it feels on foot, that head turning design, I am gonna give a buy. But broskies, let me know what you think. Are you a fan of this Naija pack? Have you got any sneakers from it, or are these a total miss from you? Leave all your comments down below, and of course I will be pinning the best one. Anyways broskies, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and of course until the next episode, take care.